James Everton speaks to Louis.
So, I've got you, Louis.
Yes, you have.
1D, 5 ways, 5 interviews. I've got you.
Yes, you have.
How are you?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good, thanks.
Good.
All right, so let's start with the car in the video. So, Live While We're Young. Mm-hmm. How did you break it?
Well, so there was like 3 seats in the front, and then 2 of the guys kind of just sat in the back, but they weren't seats. And the faster I went, the more they nearly fell out, and the more they were like now I was like, Louis, please stop, it hurts. So obviously the more that encouraged me to go faster and faster, in the end it just stopped working. And there was an awkward walk past the guy whose it was at the shoot. He walked past us and we were just.
Did you just get out and walk away?
I think it just stopped working, so we moved on to the next shot, and yeah.
Let's leave it.
Yeah.
What about X Factor? Because you're a big X Factor fan, right?
Huge X Factor fan.
What about Rylan?
Right, I'll be honest, and I didn't tell Ryan this when I met him, but I was a massive, and still am, fan of Adam Burridge, who
Right.
I assumed was going to go through at Judges' Houses when I was watching it on the TV. And he didn't get through, and Rylan got through, and I was so mad, and I remember tweeting something that I can't repeat on air. And then about 3 days later, Adam was announced as a wild card, and I went to his gig, and Rylan was there at the gig, and I met him, and I just thought he was the nicest guy.
Really?
And he honestly doesn't deserve any of the hate he's getting. Like, he's such a nice guy. He's really funny, and he can sing in tune, and he's good fun. He's good fun to watch, and you know, the X Factor every year needs someone like him.
I'm not gonna lie, I might have voted for him.
What?
I might have voted for
You voted
Rylan.
for him? Well, good, because it's good entertainment, and it's interesting to see Gary's reaction every week.
1D and speaks to Louis.
What about your girlfriend? Because she's a massive X Factor fan, right?
Yeah, she is, yeah, we watch it every week together, yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
This is cute. Well, she's got, I found this out yesterday, she's got like 300,000 more followers or something like that than the most followed person in The Wanted.
Yes.
How does she, how do you both deal with having her in the same spotlight you're in, sort of?
Yeah, I mean, the Twitter thing is crazy. Like, I can't believe that over 1 million people follow Eleanor.
And they love her, and there's all these videos online of how to look like Eleanor, how to, do your makeup like Eleanor.
And your hair like and I think it's great. I honestly do. I think it's, I think it was probably tough at first for her taking on such a big commitment that, being in the limelight and things, but she handles it great, and yeah, we're really, really happy together.
Were you with her before you?
No, I wasn't actually. I met Eleanor, I don't know, like 6 months before we started going out, maybe even longer, maybe like 9 months before we started going out. Yeah.
What about because she's just a normal girl, right?
Yeah. She goes to uni in Manchester.
She's just a normal girl.
Yeah.
Does she get all the people coming up to her, mobbed on the streets, all that sort of stuff?
I mean, it's not it's not extreme. But for example, if she comes obviously to a One Direction gig, then
people recognise her.
Yeah, people recognise her and that kind of thing. And it's cool. She's dead shy in that situation. She's not a shy person, but in that situation, she's a bit shy. Yeah.
So have you ever been out on a student night out with her into Manchester or whatever? I
haven't actually. We've been out together in London quite a few times, but I really enjoy going up to her place in Manchester. It's really humbling,
and you get to stay in the scrubs.
Yeah,
it's house
cool.
and stuff.
Yeah, it's cool.
We should hit it.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Let's go.
Next on the Hits Radio speaks to Louis.
What about stuff like doing your own ironing, Louis? When you become in the biggest boy band in the world, when was the last time you did your own ironing?
I probably ironed something about a week and a half ago.
And was it for a posh thing? Or was
I can't remember what it was for. I'm not a bad ironer. Eleanor would probably say differently, actually, because she always takes the mickey out of me. But I'm not too bad.
Doing it or?
No, doing it. But
would you put it on your CV? I'm not a bad ironer.
Yeah, that's what I got on my CV. But when my mum comes down to my house, mum always likes to do my ironing and stuff, which I don't complain about.
The t-shirt you've got on now.
Yeah.
Have you worn this before?
No.
Yes, that's a great showbiz test.
No.
And how many like...
However, these jeans I have probably worn 40 times. So.
Really?
Yeah.
And what are you going to wear tomorrow? Is it a new t-shirt?
Yeah, it's in my suitcase and it is, yeah. But that's only because recently I bought like a lot of new clothes.
I love it. Louis, thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
You've been a legend. This has been fun. I've enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Speaks to Zayn Malik.
Zayn, welcome. How are you?
I'm really good, thank you. Yourself?
I'm absolutely brilliant, cheers. Your life, I've just experienced it for about 2 minutes. I saw you guys arrive. It's insane.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like, wherever we go, literally there's like fans outside, and it's really cool because it's just nice to think that, you know, people go to the effort to come and see us and stuff. So yeah, it's wicked.
Yeah, it's good that you like it. I bet sometimes you're just a bit like, oh, but I've just been asleep in the car. I'm really tired.
Yeah, there is sometimes when you look a bit worse for wear, you'd rather probably not take a picture, but whatever, they make the effort, so you got it as well.
It's nice. Your fans seem pretty awesome, though.
Yeah, they're really cool.
I suppose they're quite crazy, but crazy in a nice way. Like, they follow you around everywhere.
We use the word passionate.
That's a good one. I like
passionate, it. Yeah.
So it must make you guys, you know, even when you're not releasing singles and stuff, you've still got that constant, like, not, I suppose adoration is quite a strong word, but, you know, it must be nice to feel constantly like you guys are doing something and you're making people happy.
Yeah, definitely. It's nice, you know, that we get to do something that we enjoy doing every day, and people, you know, get a lot of fun out of what we're doing. So to think that, you know, other people kind of feel part of it is really cool.
Did you think 2 years ago, you know, X Factor days, that this would still be going? I mean, it's probably getting bigger and bigger. It's snowballing, isn't it?
Definitely not. Like, you know, thinking back 2 years ago to when we were on X Factor, to think, you know, what we've done in 2 years is pretty crazy. But it's been amazing, and we're still going. So it's all good. Yeah.
You all seem really happy, and like you are just totally loving it. You're kind of living the dream, aren't you?
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah.
Let's talk about music for a sec. So obviously, Up All Night, first album to get the debut #1 for British bands in America.
Yeah.
That is. I mean, can you even get your head around that? That's crazy.
It's not something that really ever sinks in, you know. You sometimes you just sat there like with your friends, or you might just be chilling like with your family and sat at the table, and then you just think about it and you just think it's so crazy to think that the band that I'm in are the first UK band ever to get a debut album in America at #1, debut in America at #1. So it's crazy, you know, when you put it into that kind of perspective. But we're just, like I said, we're just having so much fun, and there's so much happening for us that we don't really get a second to kind of take it in. We're just still going, so it's fun.
This is O'Sullivan Speaks to Zayn Malik.
You've cracked America, let's be honest. I just went there on honeymoon a few months ago, and all the stalls on the side of the street, One Direction t-shirts, mugs, scarves. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I knew you were big over there, but you're it. You're the big thing that's on all the sides of the t-shirts and everything.
Well, thank you for saying that, but I won't say I think, you know, that we've cracked America yet, because America is such a big place. So like we've done something, and we just have to keep like setting goals for ourselves and get bigger and bigger, hopefully.
On this album, you've worked with some pretty cool people. Ed Sheeran, Tom Fletcher as well. I mean, McFly, obviously, they're awesome. And I mean, they've been around for years now, so I guess you guys probably look up to them a bit.
Yeah.
What was it like when, you know, those guys got involved?
Obviously, Ed is probably, you know, one of the best like lyricists of our generation so far, and to be given an opportunity to work with him was amazing. And he's really good friends with Harry as well, so we know him, like, and it was just really relaxed because there was no personas involved. It's just like a couple of mates sat around writing, so it's really cool. And same with the McFly boys, like, they're a bit older than us, they've done it before, they know exactly what we're going through, they've been through exactly the same stuff, so it's really cool to kind of ask them for advice and see what they think about things.
Well, so speaking of the album, what I want you to do for me now is pick your, if possible, your favourite song, and then you can introduce it and we'll play it.
My favourite song is a song called Kiss You, and that is because I just think it's a cool song. Yeah, it's cool.
What's it about, or is it one of those where we have to listen and we can kind of make it up for ourselves?
Yeah, you kind of have to listen to it and take your own interpretation of it.
Okay, well, if you want to introduce it for us now.
Hello, I'm Zayn, and this is our song, Kiss You.
Oh, I just want to take you. Sullivan. speaks to Zayn Malik.
Obviously, we've talked about the music and the band and stuff like that. So now I think, like you said earlier, your fans want to know a little bit about you and what you guys are up to all the time. You quit Twitter, didn't you? It's one of those weird things, Twitter, I think, because from one side, I guess it's good that the fans can have this little connection with you. But did you just find it was just too much, just too invasive?
It was just unnecessary comments that, like, from my perspective, were just hurtful, just for no reason. Like, I'm quite like a chilled out, laid back guy. I don't really read into press and stuff. So to see that, you know, sort of negative, like, just negative comments just for no reason, I just don't understand some people's mentality. But in the same sense, obviously, I was back on Twitter the next day, because at the same sense, you know, there's 99% of the people that are saying good things, and there's 1%, you know, that say nasty things. So yeah, I guess it was kind of a little bit blown out of proportion. Maybe I was being a bit of a drama queen, but whatevs.
Oh, being a drama queen is the best way to be, I reckon. I guess also you've got, you know, the five of you can sort of coax each other through it all, and you know, you're all going to get a bit of that, I suppose. It's just a fact. It's just what life's like, isn't it?
Yeah,
being famous, I guess.
Definitely, and I don't even think it's you know, specifically to do with, you know, famous people. It's just people in general. You know, people do get hurtful things said to them, and in a sense, yeah, I guess I'm lucky that I have 4 other friends that kind of go through exactly the same thing with me and understand exactly what I'm going through.
That's the thing. I guess now you're in a band as well. Obviously, looking at pictures of you guys over the years, your style, like, in particular, you've really like changed. I mean, you've got your quiff with your little blonde bit in, and obviously you're getting more and more tattoos. Is this something that you feel like fame has allowed you to do that you might not have already wanted to do, or like what's your sort of?
I just think it's just. I think my opinion on that is, I think it's just a natural progression that everyone goes through as they get older. You know, people change their style, people change their hair, people do get tattoos, and I think it's just a process of growing up and just being a normal lad, I guess, and not trying to be a robot and be the same all the time.
Now, obviously, you guys are so massive. You don't just do music. You don't just do, you know, calendars. You do toothpaste, dolls. This is that. I mean, that you've got to have a laugh about that. That's pretty funny, isn't it?
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah. We're not actually doing our own toothpaste. Just
is that a vicious rumour? The toothpaste
no, it's not.
rumour.
We're doing a collaboration with Colgate.
Okay.
And yeah, obviously, who doesn't want to be doing some toothpaste adverts? That's
excellent.
Pretty cool.
I know, that's a good point. Good point. Okay, well, I think that's everything for today. Thank you so much for coming and chatting to me.
No worries.
It was nice to meet you.
You too.
Niall Horan.
Niall's hanging out with us. How's things?
Not too bad. How's it going?
Good. Thank you very much. It's just me and you.
Yeah.
There's no other band members.
Nice, isn't
Is that a bit weird? Because you guys must be so close.
Yeah, we spend like so much time together, like 24 hours a day, and yeah, so it's a bit different, a bit strange having an empty room. There's usually a lot more screaming and shouting, but
Yeah.
these things have to be done.
Is it nice to be without them for a while? Because I know that sometimes when, like, my housemate drives me a little bit mad. Sometimes it's nice just to get away, isn't it?
Well, it depends. Like, you know, the more touring we do, actually, the closer we get, because we're the only people our age that are on the road. So we kind of take that to our full advantage, really.
That's good.
But,
Have some fun.
While
they're not here, shall we gossip a little bit? So I want some dirt. Smelliest. Let's go straight in there at the most disgusting.
Smelliest feet, Louis.
Louis got smelly feet?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, see, he looks like he's always got quite nice feet. Like, he washes quite a lot.
Yeah, but he never wears socks, so like he just gets sweaty feet from his shoes.
Really? And what about the laziest? The one that just won't get up in the morning?
Oh, Zane.
Is it
possible to get that? Sometimes, like, we might collect him from his house, and you could be sitting outside his house for like 20 minutes, and he would still be in bed.
Bless him. It's tiring though, right? You can understand.
Yeah.
Amelia Lilly, I don't know if you saw this, but Amelia Lilly got given a car for her birthday the other day. I know. What? You must get some stuff. You must get some pretty cool stuff sent to you.
We got Nerf blasters, you know, them guns, them Nerf gun things.
Like a water gun?
Oh, they're like this, shoot rubber bullets.
Rubber bullets?
Yeah.
Sounds safe, Niall.
Pretty cool. EA sent us new FIFA. So
really?
We're loving that.
Nice.
It's all good.
Lads night in.
We always play FIFA together.
Pizzas, beers.
You know it.
FIFA. I love it. Can I come join you? I want to hang out. I want to play FIFA.
The Hits Radio. This speaks to Niall Horan.
What is your favourite tune from Take Me Home?
My favourite tune from Take Me Home is Last First Kiss, because it's just a sick song. Louis, Liam and Zayn wrote it, so it makes it a bit more special. We've wrote like 5 songs in this album, so which we're pretty proud of. And I played guitar on 7 songs, electric and acoustic guitar. So we've had a quite a lot of input in this one.
Nice. I'm working with Ed Sheeran as well,
Yeah.
a little bit on this album. He wrote a song, didn't he, for this album?
Yeah, he wrote little things.
How was that? Did you get to actually work with him? Because you guys hang out, right? You're quite good friends.
Yeah, we're really good friends with him, and he's so dedicated. Like he came back from Australia at like 6 a.m. and then came straight to the studio to see us. And he
that's
just
good.
spent like 10 weeks away and came straight to the studio. He goes, "Guys, I've got this song for you." Blah blah blah.
Oh
We
man.
were like, "This is a monster. What are you doing?"
You versus Ed Sheeran on FIFA. Who's got the edge?
I've never played Ed on FIFA.
Who do you think would have the edge? Because he doesn't strike me as a FIFA type of guy,
I don't know if
really.
he is. I never heard him mention. Oh, yeah, I think he is actually quite good. Yeah, he does play a lot with all his friends, like Example and all them. They all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's good. I'm no good anyway, so
We should hook this up.
we should sort it out.
Niall versus Ed.
Yeah.
FIFA Challenge 2012.
Up the lads. That's what he'd want me to say. Up the lads.
Oh, we're the lads. Oh, no, that's Geordie, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, lads.
That's totally different. Do you want to introduce your song then?
This is Last First Kiss by us, One Direction.
New album, Take Me Home. We're doing One Direction 5 Wares. More chat with Niall next.
The Hits Radio. The In Demand speaks to Niall Horan.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us. You're going on tour in February next year, which is going to be really cool. Are you looking forward to that, or is it something that, it's tough, right?
Yeah, it's tough, but it's so fun. It's definitely the best part of what we do. Being able to travel the world and perform to, when you get into arenas, like the average of about 20,000 people every night. So, got nothing to complain about there. And just the laugh, the banter on the road, just, we have a bit of a family going on, like our stylist and our hair and makeup people and, our security. We all just on this big bus and just DVDs and FIFA and...
Do you ever argue? Do you ever annoy each other a little bit?
Nah. Because we got to the stage now where we know each other's boundaries. Where we're like, just say someone's tired, they're like left alone. They're right, you go to bed. See you after.
Yeah.
But no, everyone knows their boundaries. If there is an argument, it's probably over like what's on the radio or it's turn up the window. It's freezing. Zayn has this thing about getting into the car at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and the first thing he does is put the window down. Like, are you actually serious? When you're sitting in the front, the wind goes straight past you and into the back. It's like, Zayn, it's freezing here. It's not cold. It's not cold.
Awesome. But you're looking forward to the tour. We're looking forward to it as well. We're looking forward to seeing you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for chatting to us. It's been okay without the guys? You've been all right without them?
Yeah. Do you know what? I literally before this interview, I came from the room full of them, and 5 minutes later, I'm going back in with them.
So yeah, you're not even that far away, are you? Ever,
No,
really?
I missed them so much.
We'll let you get back to them then. Niall, nice one for hanging out with us.
No problem. Thank you very much for having me.
Next on the Hit Radio speaks to Liam Payne.
This is the Hits Radio. I'm Romeo, and it's 1D 5 Ways, and I have with me Liam from One Direction.
Hello.
How you doing? You okay?
I'm good, thanks. So I was just playing with your spinny chair.
Yeah, it's quite a spinny chair.
Do you know what?
actually,
Whenever
isn't it?
you've got a spinny chair, I don't think there's ever... It's one of those things like when you eat a donut, you can't lick your lips. It's one of those things you couldn't sit on a spinny chair and not spin at all.
That's true, yeah. Because just as I turned to you there actually to introduce you, I noticed that you were facing the wrong way, and I thought...
I was
oh,
just
no,
having a
what's-
little,
yeah.
like a little spin, as you can probably hear over the microphone now. Is me going away again? I'm going away.
Oh,
I'm back again.
slow down, you get whiplash going that fast. Well, listen, good to have you on the hits with us.
Good to be here.
Today. The hairstyle is slightly different, of course. You've gone in.
The hairstyle's even more different today, actually. It's shorter than it was the other day, so...
What'd you go for? What'd you ask for when you go into the salon?
To be honest with you, she just does what she wants, to be fair, and then I just, like, kind of sit there and be like, oh, I want this bit a bit shorter, or that bit a bit shorter. I think I'm, like, a grade 3 now. I'm, like, a grade 3, then a 2, and then a 1. But I think I've stretched up to being, like, a 1 here, and then... I mean, it's good for radio that I am pointing at my head, because you can all see what I'm doing. But the top of my hair is, like, a grade 3, and then the rest of it's, like, grade 2/1.
Not the wrong time of year to be getting it shorter, do you think? So it's not too cold to be bringing it
a silly
in.
decision, really, I suppose. But I just fancied it.
Yeah, well, hey, so that means you get up in the morning, straightforward, no messing
Oh,
about.
it's so good.
So the hairdo's new. There's a tattoo. Is this true that you and Louis got the same tattoos or something?
There's a potential of tattoo. Louis actually got another tattoo yesterday, and I'm making plans to get one.
Right,
But
okay.
don't tell my parents. It's a good job we're not in my neck of the woods, otherwise I'd be in trouble.
Well, we are across the UK, so you never know. They might be
Oh, well,
listening
there
in
we
right now. Why? Are your parents completely against the whole tattoo thing?
they're against it, but the main thing for them is like, as you get older, you're going to regret it because you'll look silly when you're older and you've got a tattoo. And I was like, but when I'm old, I'll be bothered about looking old, not bothered about what's going on with tattoos.
What do you
I've
think?
got to have more problems like losing my hair.
Exactly.
Well, that's already happened. So
The Hits Radio speaks to Liam Payne.
What is it like being in the band? We've got you on your own, away from the rest of the boys. You said off air there that you've had a couple of days to chill out at home,
Yeah.
being back here in the UK. So is that when it kind of hits home, if you like, for you, the success?
exactly, when you're at home, it hits home.
Yeah, because you're back with mum, dad, and
Yeah,
local
no, I actually
friends.
I was in Wolverhampton, my hometown. Went round the local town centre. I even got the train. Just like doing pretty normal stuff, just for kicks. Really, it's still quite nice to walk around like the area and that you used to live in, just to go and see like where you'd be like, oh, I used to go and stand there after school, or that's where I caught the bus, or
Can you
like, back to
actually
my old college. And
can you actually walk around those areas on your own though, peace and quiet? Surely
You know
you
what?
must get.
it was
Mob.
Sunday evening. Well, not evening, like middle of the day. Shops weren't that busy, you know. Everybody might have been at church or something. I'm not sure, but it was it was really like it was really quiet actually. So I got away with it quite a lot until I went to a local pub, and then it was a bit like the thing is when you go to a pub, it's not just the people who are in the pub. People call people to come down to the pub. They're like, oh, and you get people outside and stuff, which is just a bit strange. And that really, I was actually in the middle of a game. Bless this woman. I was in the middle of like I was playing a game. You know when you play those touchscreen machines, put like
Yeah.
50p in, and I was playing Deal or No Deal. And it was down to the really important bit where I had time to answer the questions. This woman was coming over to me and she was like, I'm sorry, my daughters are outside. We can have a picture. I was like, yeah, I'll be down in 2 minutes. She was just like talking to me for ages, and I was like, and I completely lost my game.
Oh God! So you were you close to winning some cash on Deal or No
I
Deal?
could have been, yeah. I
Was the
could have been.
banker on the?
I was
Excuse
get-
me, love. The
Do you know what?
banker's
They
on the
gave me a
phone.
really good target to hit actually, and I think I was getting there, and I was doing really well with the questions. Then as soon as she came on, I just wasn't concentrating.
She lost it for you. Wrong
Yeah.
time to interrupt for an autograph.
Terrible times.
Deal or No Deal in the pub, not a good time. Undie 5 ways. What's been have you done anything that's had consequences, like you've, I don't know, but had to be hauled into the office and
We've been called
told off for
so
it?
many times. There was one time we went to a meeting for a brand that we were going to work for, and we were sat outside the meeting room in our car, and we were waiting to go in. And this woman walked past, and she was hot. This woman, she was really attractive, and like builders on a like a building place, we were just there shouting out the window like, "Wee, love, wee," like shouting. And the last thing that Louis came out with as she walked past was, "What a bottom!" And like that's something we always say to each other now. But then what happened is she walked into the building, and we didn't know where we were going. We got out the car and they're like, "Oh, this way." Straight in the same building. She was the head of the meeting.
Oh no! What are the chances?
What are the chances?
Oh,
that's
man.
my little story there. Like we were proper going
Oh.
for it in the car. I was like flipping the horn and be like, "Wait!"
We're the lads. It's
Yeah.
fine. We'll do it. She's kind of.
Do you know the funniest thing was though? She was really like smiley about it. Like she took it more as a compliment than as a offence.
Yeah,
And she was like,
she was loving
yeah,
it.
She was like, I think we met outside, and we were just like, oh.
Oh yeah, I've just been given the thumbs up from One Direction. Talking about fit ladies though, surely you must have your pick of the ladies when it comes to.
See, this is
single
like a
life.
massively new thing for me, and like I've recently been out like to nightclubs and stuff a lot, but because I've always been in relationships. Whenever I've been in a nightclub, I tend to base myself in a corner and just kind of stand there, and that's my kind of little thing. Like I just go in a club and I stand there in the corner, and I, to be honest, with you, I don't get much attention in clubs because I kind of just stay out of the way. I'm not the kind of guy who's in the dance all like way sort of thing. Although there might be some pictures of me doing that.
Yeah, but that just happens.
So I don't know what to say about that. Really, it's odd like that people say that to you.
But you're loving the single. You are single right
Yeah.
now. So are you loving the single
To be
life?
honest with you, for me, it's a little bit of getting to know myself a little bit. Obviously, you know, we were like young when we got into this position and whatever else, and this is the first time I've properly been on my own as a sense. So for me, it's just at the moment I'm just getting to know myself a little bit more rather than getting to know other people. Like I feel like I need to spend a bit of time on my own with everything that's going on, sort of thing.
Yeah, you just need time to kind of reconcile things
Yeah, exactly,
and then
yeah.
move on. But listen, Liam, thank you for dropping in with me this afternoon here on The Hits.
Oh, thank you very much for having me.
1D 5 ways. Liam, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right now with Harry Styles. It's me and you,
Hello.
man. It's you and me. Styles is in the building. Now, I've not prepared anything for this. I was just basically told you've got this amount of time with Harry, so let's chat.
All right, let's chat.
What do you want to chat about?
I have no idea.
You have no
What
idea.
would you like to chat about?
I don't know where to start, to be honest with you.
We could talk about the current
Economic crisis.
Yeah, the economic crisis.
How do you feel about that?
I feel like Greece are just not a good way.
They're spoiling it for the rest of us, aren't they? Mind you, you guys don't need to worry about that stuff. The One
Hopefully
Direction
not.
brand.
I don't live in Greece.
No, that's true. But the One Direction brand, it's like, if you go online these days and you look up that kind of thing, apparently you boys are collectively, as a kind of brand, are worth over 50 million quid. Is this true?
I have no idea. You know, we try not to look at it like that. I think we've just been having so much fun. I'm quite busy as well, so you know, it's good to be busy and having a great time. So
You're a happy man.
Yeah, very happy.
Compare this time last year with now, how does it feel when you kind of just look back on the moments where you go, good God, what have we achieved?
I think the VMAs was a massive one for us. I think, you know, we kind of felt crazy to be invited, and then to find out we were performing was amazing.
And are you still managing to have those moments? I remember the documentary and stuff that we saw about you guys, where that everyone was back at your house. Are you still managing to get those moments where the five of you can just chill?
We've been once a year so far, which is twice. So yeah, I think we definitely want to keep that going and make sure we try and go back there, like just whenever we can. Really, it's just nice for us to go back and kind of sit in the places where we sat, like the first time we were singing and stuff like that. So, you know, it's nice that we kind of have that place that we can do that.
One day
having a laugh together. What do you talk about as lads? Are you sharing this experience? Obviously you're sharing it together and kind of you've all got these incredible stories to tell, but are there any moments where you go, I wouldn't have it any other way, and it's just you guys, and you're happy that it's just the five of you?
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, we've probably spent in the last 2 years more time together than we had spent with, you know, like our closest friends that we had from school, where we'd been in school with them for like 5 years. So, you know, we just spend every day together that we work, and then, you know, we see a lot of each other when we're not working as well. So, you know, we really are best friends. It is definitely more like brothers now. Like, you know, you can tell each other everything, and we just talk about stuff that like normal teenage lads talk about. So, girls, parties, mainly girls though. I'd say girls are probably generally like 90% of our whole discussion is probably about girls. I'd say
That's just the same as being at school though, isn't it?
exactly. Yeah.
I was watching your original X Factor audition a few days ago, and you said you were about to start doing your A-levels at that point, was that right?
Yeah. Law and sociology.
That was it, law, that's the one that stuck out. I was like, God, imagine if Harry Styles had been a lawyer.
Nah, boring.
As opposed to One
I'd
Direction.
be such a terrible lawyer. I'd keep laughing and stuff in court. It'd be awful.
But that's interesting though, because when you guys are getting sued, you know, for various things.
Well, if we ever get sued, then I didn't even start my law level, so I'm sure I'd be a great help.
But you'd be interested in it.
Yeah, I'd be like,
you'd be interested in the
"Oh."
process.
Yeah.
I think
I nearly studied this once.
I think you'd look good in the robes and the wig and, you know,
I'm going
Styles
to pretend
QC.
I haven't dressed up in it before.
You're not going to pretend you haven't?
I am going to pretend I haven't.
But you have.
No, I haven't.
More to chat about. I need you to choose a new album track for us to play on the Hits Radio.
From our album.
Yeah.
I'm going to play a song called Kiss You from our album, Take Me Home. This song is one of my favourite songs on the album. I just think it's a big pop tune, and I like the chorus, how heavy it is, so here it is. This is Kiss You.
It's good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Are you a happy man?
I am a very happy man.
Is it wearing you out?
It's tiring, yeah. I think the job's hard. I think, like, the job itself is quite tiring, and then all the travelling you do in between is kind of tiring. And then when you put the two together, you kind of find yourself falling asleep on sofas a lot more than you used to. But, yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way. I love my job, and I love it.
Do you have someone on your team who's, like, constantly trying to feed you fruit and veg just to make sure you're all healthy?
Not really. I'm quite good at fruit and veg. There's Claire stood there with lollipops in the corner, which isn't quite fruit. But
I said you could have a lollipop at the end, didn't I?
Yeah. I feel like we're at the dentist. But
why did they do that? You get your teeth checked, they give you a lollipop.
It was like, if you had good teeth, you could have a lollipop.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like, 'cause then you have to come back and see them, and it's just a machine. Yeah.
What's 2013 got in store for you boys? And for yourself individually?
We've got the world tour.
Yep.
Starts in February in London.
What are you going to treat yourself for at Christmas?
I just want to go home and see my family, I think. And, don't know.
Is that the thing you miss the most?
Yeah, I think that's probably the hardest part, is just, you know, your friends and family are at home, and
yeah,
you don't get to see them as much as you want, but, you know, when you do get to see them, it just makes it more special, so it's fine.
Well, whenever you're in this neck of the woods, there is a beer with your name on it, Harry.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure to see you, dude.
Thanks.
Thanks,
nice
man.
To see you.